A very good morning and welcome to our broadcast. Welcome to each and every one of you. We hope that you guys are good today. We hope you guys are well, wherever you are, whatever you're doing today. Thanks for joining us here, folks. Please and thank you. Thank you so much. It's another day, folks. It's the 5th day of September. Remember the 5th of September. Debbie Collins is here with us already. Levy Go is on with us too, and all the other folks now joining us from the various pages and places. We're tremendously happy that you folks are here with us. We are happy, folks. We are happy. Share the live for us wherever you're coming in from. Smash that emoji button too. You all know how we do it. Don't pretend you don't know how we do it. You know the housekeeping matters. Clear Access, Charmley, Richmond, Wenda Hudson, and Guy McDonald, Abigail, Natasha, all you folks who are with us this morning. Great to see you guys on the live today. Yet another day. Welcome. Y'all know we'd have it no other way. Shauna Fortune, Lachman Aziz, all the good folks. All the good folks. Great to see all of you outside with us. Yet another day. Yet another day. It's good weather where we are. We hope it holds. And they tend to be very hot now. You know, they did give us that warning from September to about November. It's going to be a little hotter than usual. So we're trying to get used to that. Nothing that the folks in the north, region 11, not accustomed to. Nothing that those folks not accustomed to. We're still dotting some I's and crossing some T's at the back end. And just simply delightful that all of you all could be here with us. Yet another day, folks. Lots happening in the news. We want to throw a couple things at you and then get out of the way on this Thursday so that you guys can go ahead and have a great day. A couple of things happening, a couple of things trending, including this creaking chair we have at the back end, including and not limited to this very creaking chair. So we're going to be with you guys in a sec. Take the opportunity to share the live and smash that emoji button. Tracy Clark. Tracy, I see you there. You didn't tell me morning. It was Debbie. Is Debbie looking at? Is Debbie watching too? Some of y'all lazy, you know. Some of y'all lazy. I thought y'all were some nice folks. But some of y'all not easy at all. We're still happy that you guys are here with us. Another day, folks, another day. We said we still dotting some I's, crossing some T's at the back end. But grateful that you guys are here. Donna George, I see you there, Donna. Renella Garnett, Gila Alicott. Keyboard Hope is here too. And Sabrina's here. Sabrina Blue, how are you? Tracy says she said hello earlier. I didn't see that one. You know, people see what I want to see. Tracy, you know the whole thing. Camille, how are you doing? People see what they want to see. That's probably me this morning. Binka Peters, how are you doing? Ryan Jones, good to see you there as well. Catalius, Samantha. You know, that's some nice names, man. Catalius, Samantha, Orlia, and Debbie. Donna George, thank you for that contribution. Donna George, Elise Williams, and Earlier English. You know, we don't stress as much now, you folks partnering with us, because we don't like to hear ourselves, you know, like we repeat. We don't stress it. You see that? I haven't said in such a long time. We don't stress it as much. But I wouldn't mind if you all partner with us to help keep me off the streets. help keep me off the streets. You know, we got to keep the broadcast going. And so good to have all of you here with us, guys. So good to have all of you here with us. 200 plus of you, 250 something to be exact, already on with us. And of course, we're delightful to have all of you guys here too. It helps us to know. All right, let's make sure we're good to go. And then we're going to come back and get you going, folks, with the first 15 things. Let's just ensure the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. Or is it the other way? Is it the other way? Good to see so many of you on the live, folks. Here's a good thing. It's a good thing. We're double checking. Making sure everything is everything. Winella, I see you there. Camille McKenzie, I see you there as well. Guys, let's push a little bit this morning. Camille McKenzie, I see you there. How are you doing, Camille? Wenda Hudson says wishes us a Texas good morning. Gotta come to Texas. Gotta come to Texas, folks. Whenever when I get an invitation, girl, you know how you just like turn up by people place just ah. When it's like turn up by people place just when I get the invitation, you know how it is. You know how it is. When it's like turn up by people place like that. Anton Nichols, Debbie earlier. Who else we got this morning? Good to have all of you on the live. Lynn Fernandez is here as well. When is it soon? Soon. True and correct. Soon. Gotta come to Texas. Here, Texas is beautiful. Is it true earlier? Is it true, Wenda, rather? Everything is big in Texas? Lambert, good to see you. Altia, Galloway, and Gil Alicop. Good to have all of you on the live this morning. Grateful to have each and every one of you on the live. We're gonna have a go at it. We're gonna have a go at it. Jolly Anderson, good to see you too. And all the other folks joining us today. Ian Williams, we see you as well. We see you as well. We got a lot of things happening, folks. A lot of things. You see they're getting skin up on that Schoonord Road and they're trying to be very defensive. When last you all heard that? Somebody getting skin up. That's what's going on. They're trying to get very, very defensive. So let's head, folks. If I touch that, would it happen? Would it go the way we wanted to go? The first 15, folks. Trying to get there. Hope you guys are good. Ingrid Austin. How have you been doing, Ingrid? How have you been doing? Ingrid and all the other folks who are joining us today. Great to have you guys on the live. Great to have all of you on the live this morning. Yeah. Siobhan McDonald and Wenda. Good to have you folks here with us. Give us a quick set. We're right here, folks. We ain't going no place. Laverne and all the other folks who are joining us. Great to have all of you on the live today. Great to have all of you with us. How y'all doing, folks? We want to just make sure we got things precisely right. Good to have all of you on the live. Yeah. Here we are, folks. Here we are, another day, the 5th of September. Who knew? The mats at the back of mats in this morning. Y'all forgive us. Forgive us. The mats, not mats in this morning, folks. Good to see you guys, though. We're trying to get up to speed, but the graphics, they want us to be great. It doesn't want us to be to be great, folks. All right, we're gonna have another go at it and see how we come out. We can have another go at it and see how it comes out. But you know, folks, we some of the things we're looking at this morning. We want to talk a little bit about that Schoonord Road. We see lots of problems. It's no different from the Heroes Highway. If you look close at Heroes Highway, you got a lot of defects, you know, especially around the bridges. You see it sinking. You know, the car has to go down. The vehicle got to go down and come back. So we want to touch on that a little bit. Some other roads delayed. That's all you're seeing with these contracts. The contracts that go to friends, family, and favorite. Delay after delay after delay. You know, people say we ever learning, but we never coming to the knowledge of the truth. And if you talk to the folks at Region 10, they will tell you Region 10 is the place the contractors go when they're testing out how to build a road. They'll be the first to tell you that. The good folks of Region 10, they'll tell you that all the testing that's happening there with the contractors, and we've seen a lot of these roads start, Evelina, Leslin, a lot of them start hot and sweaty, and then boom, folks, what we got happening? Substandard work, biscuit roads, y'all can characterize them better than we can. Better get on with it while the going is good. Y'all can characterize it better than we can, folks. Let's get into it. Jessa and Anthony, I think that's where we're starting. No, here's where we're starting this morning. This Coverden waste treatment plant. Folks, this Coverden waste treatment plant leaves a lot to be desired. And we've been going through this. The residents there in Coverden have been talking over and over and over and over and over and over. But anybody listening to them? Well, they woke up with a surprise. They were asking for an environmental impact assessment and EIA to be done, among a number of other things. Right? But they didn't know what they didn't know. And this happens in so many communities in this country because, the government can do what they can do and have their way, and you have your say and do whatever you want to do. They believe that might is right. And that's all you need. That's all you need. What's happening there at Coverden? What's going on? Might is right. One of the things we're following, the concerns of citizens at this Coverden water treatment plant, and this is on the East Bank. What's going on there? There's a letter to the editor in today's papers, written by one Penelope Howell. Some of the residents there are alarmed that the waste treatment plant there at Coverden already begun processing petroleum waste in April, May of this year, without the knowledge of the community. That's what they're lamenting about today. That's what bothering them. Big Uncle Gordon asks every morning, what bothering y'all? This is what bothering the people at Coverden. Operations start and they don't know processing petroleum waste. Right? They said that visited the site, they saw smoke emissions, inadequate safety measures, a lack of proper equipment, and a lack of proper containment and treatment facilities. Yeah, and this resident who was part of the visit to this site here said she experienced a burning sensation on her lower extremities, leading to a potential allergic reaction from exposure to smoke or chemicals there. That's not an easy thing. This is people's lives we're playing about. Playing with, rather. And the residents there covered it. They continue to ask for the Environmental Protection Agency to clarify when this plant started operation, the legality of it, training of personnel, impact assessment, safety measures that are in place to ensure compliance with international standards and public safety. These are people here who are concerned about the community. Wenda, Sheila Boycha, concerned about the community. They're not excited about. Like I said, one of the things they come in with is, let's take the waste treatment plant for instance. It's going to create 50 jobs for the community, and so you must let your guard down, expose yourself to cancerous elements and so on, because people can get to work. People can get to work. They don't give it takes 25, 30 years off of your life, and you're dead out. That's me saying the vernacular. Once people make money, and that's the wickedness of this whole operation here with this installed regime. So that's one of the things we're following this morning, folks. Trying to get my bearing. That's one of the things we're following this little black tea in this cup here and so on. The folks not for it. The folks not for it. Couple things trending this morning we want to bring to attention as well. As we come on, folks, they're telling us this policeman, a senior policeman, as you see here, this is Region 2 Commander Kemraj Shibran, and himself and a Sergeant Boston have been hospitalized with serious injuries following an accident involving an ATV bike on Wednesday night. The commander apparently is alleged, and several other ranks were responding to a robbery at Zork Backdam when the accident happened. Again, this is Region 2 Commander Superintendent Kemraj Shibran. Himself and one Sergeant Boston injured last evening responding to this robbery alert. So we want to wish them a speedy recovery, folks. We want to wish them a speedy recovery. In the line of duty, we often take it for granted, but policing is one of the most dangerous professions, Even if in the office you could get a paper cut. Even if you're in the office, you can be subjected to a paper cut. So you can knock them. Apologies there. We're still trying to adjust a couple of things at the back end. Our apologies, good folks. So we want to wish Superintendent Shibran and Corporal Boston, of course, a speedy recovery. And it's a good note for us to say to all of us on that we should take some care out there. Let us take some care as we move. You don't have to be on an ATV. We don't have to be on an ATV, but let us take the requisite care. Good folks. Please and thank you. Let us take the requisite care. Good to have each and every one of you with us. Another day out, folks, another day. Our thoughts and our prayers, Mr. Shibran and all the other folks. All the other folks outside this morning. A great day to each and every one of you. We gotta work some magic this morning. Gotta work some magic. Gotta work some magic. Good to have so many of you on with us today. Dotting our I's still, folks, and crossing our T's. We're right here. So that's one of the things we're looking at. The folks in Coverden complaining this mishap with Superintendent Shibran and Corporal Boston, among other things. Alson Jones, we see you there. Audrey Brown and Sheila Boyd Child. Brenda Moore. Good to see you, Brenda. Orvin Don Cook. What's brewing at your end, Orvin Don? We just got this little black tea here. Going along. We see that the Ghana Police Force making some strides in the area of noise nuisance. Got a lady on Sheriff Street. They've had that property for years. Businesses crop up around them. And that's not a problem that businesses emerge. That some people got a conscience playing music all hours of the day and night. Now we see some action out of the police force. But one wonders, based on some complaints we're still seeing in the media, discomforts faced by residents still, if some of this stuff actually working. So the police moving around to several communities, sensitizing residents as to what's happening. But some of what's coming out of some places leaves much to be desired. I'll come there in a second. But I want to come first to one of those other issues that we're following this morning. So much happening at the back end here. So much happening at the back end. One of the things that trending this morning, this is where we were going earlier, is this Schoonord Road, as I said. One of the headlines we see in this morning's press. Ali dismisses Schoonord highway concerns. And as you know, social media influencer is a better term, I think. Francis Bailey has been on this. And I'm so happy. The people want to go back in the past with the social media age. They don't like social media. It hasn't been the friend. And now they're coming to say they're strengthening the cyber crimes because they don't like what people are saying about the administration. You can criticize constructively or otherwise. And this is the headline we woke up to. Ali dismiss the concerns concerning the construction of the Schoonord Road. Yep, $15 million. He says it's empty noise. Citizens of this country raising concerns. This is empty noise. Of course, Francis Bailey raised the concerns about the quality of the road, certain defects like protruding rebar handles and unfinished drains. Right. And he said it's nice. It's nice. What we see here all is noise. Yesterday morning, if not the day before, I was going through the cemetery road, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna video that and state my concerns on the ground. The avenue for pedestrians walk, the difference between the avenue and the road is this. And I've repeatedly said, with how reckless our drivers are, we got to be more concerned and cautious. Yesterday morning, if not the morning before, I saw two cars up in the avenue. One hit the other, ended up in the avenue. There is no bars, much more rebar. There's no safety for pedestrian in Cemetery Road. No safety whatsoever. Of course, being Cemetery Road, the irony is not lost. Being Cemetery Road, the irony is not lost at all. Right? You ever wake up good? Have you ever? Tell you about the reckless drivers we got in this country. Reckless. That's yesterday. That is yesterday. You see that? Reckless. And imagine a bus like that in Cemetery Road. Imagine the buses. Cemetery Road is wellness. You all saw that? Bus run off the road. We had some effects this guy in his blue shoe. Off the road. Right? Ali said these defects are temporary on the Schoonord $15 billion road and will be resolved upon completion. How you don't complete a road? Right? But it's open it. You got big opening ceremony. Big board and so. How could it's the only country in the world. The project isn't complete in the country ribbon. You would see backwardness like this. No other country in the world. No other country. As we on roads. You know, they ain't got a luck with roads. Minister Edgell is apologizing this morning, Minister of Public Works, for a road project, another road project in West Demerara. The Crystal Spring, Malgatu, West Demerara residents have been complaining about the prolonged delay of their road there. This road started in, listen to this, August 12th, 2022. August 12th, 2022. The road's still unfinished. Thanks to the contractor. Unlike Schoonord, the cost can go up. When you gotta bring in another contractor, costs can go up. So Edgell apologizing this morning. Crystal Springs, Malgatu, West Demerara. That's how they rode there. I'm so fed up with them. You ever fed up with some people? Fed up with them. This is what's going on. And it's like the more roads they build in this country, is more traffic congestion. More roads, more traffic. Because of the wanton importation of cars is one. But then they don't know about like mobility management and so on. That's not the thing. Just build biscuit roads. So this project started in August 12th, 2022. Where is the minister to lay down the law to fire the contractor? Where is all of that? You see, they talk one thing and do something radically different. And that is why the people of this country becoming so fed up with them. So fed up with them. So Crystal Spring, Malgatu, West Demerara residents will continue to wait. Will continue to wait. Where's the angst? I got the word right? Of the minister. Look, Marlon Thomas said, we need to fix the schools. Good morning, Auntie Sandra. Marlon, good morning. That's one of the things we're following. Now the issue has been Edgell. The barometer airstrip. Now I thought, like in our time, when we were doing roads, we do the drains as well. Right? You do the revetment and so on. Now these boys, I saw them do the Aubrey Barker Road. They're doing the Aubrey Barker Road in South. And recently I saw them digging up the road back to run a pipe. That's how they operate. That's how they operate. Right? So, because of how things operate in barometer, vehicles and pedestrians apparently got to use the runway. Of course, this poses a risk. They got to use the runway to get from point A to B because the necessary other infrastructures are not there. So, Edgell won't cut a ribbon now because he has announced the installation of a footpath to manage access to the to point A to point B there. You can construct a footpath. All of that's supposed to be done before you or as you do the runway. But not these boys. They do the runway knowing people gotta traverse it. And now you're gonna express surprise, right? And feign astonishment But that's what passes for governance in this country. Right? And now money's got to be allocated to that. And that's what you call a piecemeal approach. Right? You know, you can like in the Santo, not drink this little black tea. In the fastest growing economy in the world. You know, like in the Santo, Ashton or Windon, you lash in a pot. As we say in the vernacular. We lash in a pot. You run by the shop, you buy a half pint rice. You come back. You go back. You buy a quarter pound chicken. You come back. You study it a little bit. You say, I can take a little salt now. You run back. Give a little aji, little shallow. You come back now. You say, what's missing from this thing here? You go back now. You say, I can take a 2 chicken cube. That's a lash pot airstrip. You gotta go back, and go back. Shame, Ali, shame. That is why he's saying the Schoonord Road is not finished. How can you have a big exercise cutting ribbon? You say, oh, the defects will be cured when the road is finished. What kind of bad? That is where the interest lies. Cutting ribbon. They did the same thing for the Heroes Highway. Far from completed, I hope. But ribbon done cut. Board done hang up. Y'all see the jumpy board of recent? Y'all see the jumpy board of recent? It leaves much to be desired. You all see it recently? Don't do it. So we started talking about this noise nuisance. And rightfully, the police doing some work in this. I'll give them that. Police are doing some work in this area. But oh God, like it's the wrong people they're talking to. It's not 1 letter right, it's not 2, it's not 3. Just like Coverden. What the waste treatment plant is to Coverden, a nuisance, really and true, that's what it is. A nuisance there. This is what the issue at Lenore is, the noise nuisance. But like the police are meeting to these people. The reports are that residents are increasingly frustrated by the ongoing noise pollution caused by late night parties and bars and food stalls operating into the early hours of the morning. Again, the problem is not the businesses. The businesses got to make a bread and eat a food. But you got to balance that right with the rights of the residents as well. So we might agree. We can set it up to 11, up to 12. You don't have to close the business. You can pull down the noise. You can pull down the noise. You know the problem is, the people who are in the noise don't hear it, you know. They'll be in all the boombox talking like it's nothing. Loud on top of the voice. And that's the new norm for them. So they don't even hear the music blaring at all those decibels. Right? And if you test it, you will see you've gone above the acceptable range. But they talk normal. You know, all that noise. People have long conversations. Shouting conversations. That's become the norm to them. Right? That's become the norm to them. That bus with those school children yesterday morning, thankfully, no fatalities. That's the norm. The bus driver gone on, you know. The bus driver gone. He on the road back this morning. Nothing different. That's the norm. You ever wake up good? How you gonna wake up good and get big bucks whole night booming in the ears? We're in a lashpat society. Lush pot society. Piecemeal approach. The police in every region and community talk about noise nuisance, but like them meeting Lenora, maybe as is Lenora, they must have got some high officials on speed dial. The police will be calling, reprimanding. How dare you go to such and such club and ask them to turn on the music? Yep. How are we going to evolve as a society like that? I want to give some kudos to drunken driver, I think in Barometer. You know, Barometer is not mainstream city. Not Barometer, Itibali. Clinton Singh, a 27-year-old from Itibali, was fined $200,000 for pleading guilty to driving under the influence. This was at the Bartica Magistrate Court recently. We got to go down, try to curb this carnage on our roads. Curb that. Too many of our people we're losing senselessly to the road carnage. 200,000 driving under the influence. I saw a video yesterday, couldn't find it back. Bus driver dipping. Passengers in the bus. One of the things you gotta acknowledge, you know, it's okay to be tired. It's okay to be tired. Take a break. Man's dipping. Fellow was dipping. I don't know if he's driving this bus here. I don't know. He's driving the bus that but you saw the eyes. It's okay to be tired. Sometimes I gotta tell myself that. It is okay to be tired. It's okay. Folks, if you and I dead today, not if we die, if we dead, another Rasta can take my place. Don't drink and drive. It's okay to go out and drink, have a good time. Bars play the music at a moderate level. That's okay. But you gotta be responsible. Pleaded guilty, 200,000 fine. Go and catch yourself and come back. I see there's a content creators forum coming up, a summit, I think. You know, kudos to the young people who are putting this together. I see it got the stamp of approval from the Guyana Tourism Authority. This Caribbean Content Creators and Influencers Summit goes down from October 3rd to 5th, 2024. It's going to be happening at the Ramada Princess. You know, this is the age of content creators. It's a brave new world. That's what we do here. We create content. You know, y'all want to know what's happening in Guyana, and we try to fill a little teeth hole. So congrats to the folks who are putting this together. It's the Caribbean Content Creators and Influencers Summit, scheduled from October 3rd to 5th. Looking forward to that, and has received the stamp of approval of the GTA. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. See some good works coming out of the GPHC, and we said it, folks. If we see good works, Leslyn, Sheila Boychild, Gail, Joseph Winslow, we're gonna call it as it is. And this is not about politics. You've got doctors, like teachers, like policemen, like soldiers, working hard in these professions and being true to the profession. You know, they're telling us that aneurysm patient saved quite recently, life-saving emergency surgery for what they call a ruptured abdominal aortic aneurysm. AAA. Oh my God, all right. I don't want to embarrass myself. Abdominal aortic aneurysm. This is performed on a 56-year-old man, marking the third time such a procedure has been successfully completed in Guyana. I'm certain that he's thankful. And this team of surgeons was led by a consultant vascular surgeon, Dr. Carlos Martin. An 8-hour surgery repairing this severely ruptured aneurysm. Yep, I'm happy that these doctors and nurses, they stay cutting edge, they stay curious about the profession, and when the situation arises, they perform well. You better stay cutting edge in your discipline. This is success is what happens. My own definition, I think I put it together. You may have heard it somewhere too. I don't know. It's big. People got to stick together. Opportunity meets preparation. Boom. Success. Those guys be laboring over those books and continuing to keep themselves, cutting edge, innovative, attending the conferences and so on. Sometimes paying out of their own pockets. Congrats to the team that performed that life-saving service, that life-saving surgery at the Georgian Public Hospital Corporation quite recently. And then we have this BPAT's clerk. We say in the vernacular, she licked them up $15 million. I can see some of you saying, she get in there, boy. Are you wicked? Jamaica Jacobs. The thing is, now you want left it. Left it. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Right? You're going to work for the people. Oh. You don't like the pay they're giving you, see? I pay elsewhere. Right? She was charged with 24 counts of larceny, allegedly stealing over $15 million from her employer between September 2023 and February 2024. Recently appeared before Magistrate Faith Magusti, the Georgian Magistrates Court, was granted $800,000 bail. Her attorney, Lakshmi Rahimat, very familiar attorney, right, requested a low bail, but the prosecutor argued for a substantial amount due to the severity of the charges. She goes back to court on September 25th. You gotta left people things, man. Left people things. Margaret said the aneurysm is a touch and go procedure. I ain't doubting you, Margaret. Not doubting you at all. Touch and go. Like so much of life. So much of life. Look some of the stuff we're following internationally. One quite sad. Right? Quite sad. This one here. Olympic athlete, runner, Rebecca Chiptigee. Young lady, 33 years old. She and her boyfriend had a domestic dispute. Just got back from the Olympics, You ever wake up? Good. Huh? And then some cross in your tail. Siobhan, Erwin, Naomi, you ever wake up? Good. You ever wake up? Good. And that's how Rebecca woke up. And then she had her own cross. Fantastic runner. Won her Olympic medals. She couldn't run from this cross. Life is like that sometimes. Right? And he doused her with petrol. Doused her with petrol. Recently, they had a dispute over land. She bought land in a particular area that would allow her to be closer to where the racetracks are and so on in Uganda. They had an argument over that, according to reports. And he doused her with petrol, lit her on fire, suffered severe burns that led to organ failure, they tell us. And she died in a Kenyan hospital overnight. You know? Died in a Kenyan hospital. He also sustained burn, and he's under, of course, medical care, and police are investigating. See? Domestic violence ain't got, you know, low class and high class, you know. You got police women involved in relationships, domestic violence, policemen, government ministers. You see it sometimes when the government minister's wife can't take them out, they put a post on Facebook. You see this one here? Yeah. Thoughts and prayers. Rebecca, what good? Thoughts and prayers. Sheila Boychild says another demon, another sister died at the hand of a demon. True. True words have not been spoken. So that's one of the things we're watching at today. Fantastic runner. Uganda, Kenya. I don't know when the air on that side. I don't know what in the air on that side. But those guys could run. I think it's one of the things they attribute to folks coming from this part of the world's hemisphere being such good runners is the altitude sometimes. You know, running a lot of distance, running period got a lot to do with your breathing. Right? They're able to breathe better, you know, under intense strain than the rest of us. Some of us, we walk 2 steps, we blow in. You know, us big people gotta stick together. Us big people gotta stick together. Thoughts and prayers with the family and friends of Rebecca Chiptigay. Died at the hands of a demon. Hands of a demon. You know what stood out to us with this story here? With the Pope and the Imam, I think, in Istanbul, promoting peace. Did I get it right, the country? Yeah. Indonesia, rather. Pope Francis and Imam Nasruddin Umar, Imam Nasruddin Umar of Istanbul. They've committed to religious harmony and environmental protection. And they made a declaration recently as the Pope is visiting Indonesia. And this declaration, according to the reports, emphasized that faith should not justify violence and calls for a united effort to address climate change. What's fascinating about this, Yvette Wolford, is that you could have 2 men with differing religious beliefs who could find common ground. And you got political parties in this country, right, who think we got differences that are intractable. Right? And so outside the necessary constitutional requirements, everyone would never meet with the leader of the opposition to try to find common ground and move this country forward. And then when you come to we side now, as we approach this election, look, like drink this little tea. When you come to we side now, as we approach this election, folks, two mountains don't meet. You know, I just start that and some things just well up in me again, right here. Irfan would never meet outside of officialdom, where the Constitution said he got to meet with the leader of the opposition. Like when Claudette resigned shortly and we got to appoint another Elections Commission chairman, right? Outside of those constitutional requirements, he wouldn't meet. So let's discuss development in this country, Aubrey. We want to see XYZ. We want to see development and bap. And then when it come to we side now, Leslyn, Beatrice, we want to win this election next year now. If you can answer the question, everything else will fall in place. Do we want to win this election or not? Right? Folks, this year I turned 45. I put in y'all a notice. As far as I can help it, I'm not going to hey, at 50 saying, let's fight, you know. You got some other hopes and dreams you want to pursue. I ain't say we can down the show. Maybe another Rasta can come and take me place here and say, let's fight. And I can go off and do something else. Am I wasting my time here? Trying to hold these guys accountable every day? Am I wasting my time? Are we wasting our time? If the Pope and the Imam could meet on a common front against violence and climate change, who is we, man? Who is we? You know why I like to go to the States when I can afford the little ticket money, sir? It helps me to know that there's a big world spinning outside. And this is not it. If I had to stay in this for the rest of my life, I quit now. But it's that hope that you could offer different life to your people. It's that hope. Because if you worry with the things you see and hear every day, I would just cancel all the shows. I'm going to do a little farming. That being said, I got to remember to start back my little garden. If I worry with the things I see every day and hear and know, I drink this little tea. I drink this little tea. Pope, Imam, I'm 200% coalition. Forward ever, backward, Let's move on. Let's move on. And put myself in trouble. And put myself in trouble. Should the Honduran president resign? It's a good question. Some video surfaced where her brother, right? The Honduran president, her brother was caught on camera receiving bribes a couple of years back, you know, for the campaign. I can see her saying, I didn't know about his actions there. I wasn't part of that. He was on a frolic of his own, as what the law would say. Right? He was not operating vicariously on our behalf. He wasn't my age yet. I can see her saying that. Now she's being asked to resign. This is one of the things gripping Honduras right now. You're responsible for your brother taking money for you campaign? You're responsible for that? Huh? I don't know. Should she step down? Y'all brighter than us, man. Y'all can tell me. Y'all brighter than us. That's one of the things we're looking at this. Should she step down? El Salvador, we're in Latin America, as you can tell. Government there got a state of emergency. In El Salvador, and people fed up with them. Fed up with them. The OAS has been, this is the Organization of American States, of course, been urging El Salvador to end its prolonged state of emergency and restore constitutional rights. Restore constitutional rights. They said, following the significant security improvements in this anti-gang crackdown. Right? And you know, the new president there, Nayib Bukele, who was elected in March 2022, he has been iron-fisted where gangs are concerned. The OAS calling on him now to end this state of emergency where you got certain constitutional rights being suspended for the greater good. Yep, that's what the OAS is saying. We come closer now. We come closer. We were in Latin America there. We come closer. Some of the other issues we watching now in Trinidad and Tobago. A hospital worker was shot and killed in the compound by a gunman, just mowing the grass, underscoring the prevalence of violence and they said attacks close to hospital facilities of recent. There's now a call for increased security measures at the Northwest Regional Health Authority. Increased security measures. They said they've seen a number of shootings near hospitals in the area. Right? Heightening ongoing security concerns. So that's what you're watching. For 2024, Trinidad has had 426 murders. It's gone past the corresponding period last year. 424 murders there in Trinidad. And as we wrap up, we've had 5 deaths locally here in Guyana for 2024, where dengue is concerned, with over 8,000 confirmed cases. Trinidad has just had another death owing to dengue. Another death, folks. This is according to the health ministry. This marks the 12th. The 12th dengue-related death in Trinidad for 2024. And they've had 1,053 active confirmed cases. 1,053. So you're watching this. The health authorities emphasize that you should eliminate stagnant water to control mosquito population and reduce the spread of dengue. Reduce stagnant water. Please and thank you. Good. And this is good for Trinidad and it's good for us too. The public is urged to take the symptoms seriously and seek immediate medical attention and any signs of dengue. So we're watching that. The nurses in Trinidad and Tobago, as we're there, got some issues as well. This is the TNT Registered Nurses Association. Its president, Edie Stewart, recently had a meeting with the authorities there and expressed dissatisfaction. Failure to address key issues. Right? Key issues. An accreditation bill is one of them. And nurse, listen to this, nurse retention strategies. Good. Nurse retention strategies. Pension payment. Motor vehicle tax exemption. Among other things for nurses. Right. Said he's not satisfied with the engagement they've had. Right. This is preemptory, this is no strike. This is the authority and the association meeting in the normal course of things. This is how you got to be preemptive. You don't wait till things deteriorate. Preemptive. Right? And that's going to do it for us in this end, folks. We're going to leave it there this morning. A very good morning to each and every one of you. You guys who've joined us. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We were also watching the opposition leader there in Venezuela next door. He has some trouble in the courts, being told that the justice system refusing to accept some argumentations that are being made. Right? So the Venezuelan authority, the Venezuelan Attorney General's office has refused to accept an affidavit from the opposition leader, Edmundo Gonzalez, explaining his failure to comply with 3 summons. Right? So the AG don't want to accept that, which preceded an arrest warrant being issued for him on charges including usurpation of functions and conspiracy. Because, as you know, the North not recognizing Maduro as president. Usurpation of functions and conspiracy. Maduro know the able. Neon Harding and Marlin and Yvette and Renella, Chinsing, Dolly, and all the other folks. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're going to see you guys right back here in the next one. Have a fantastic day. Stay safe. Pace and power, folks. Stay safe.